to the ground. Hey guys, Jackye Mumphrey, the real estate maven and Mableton specialist. Hey guys, wanted to give you the real estate roundup for Mableton. It is now July 15th, 2019, and I wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on in the market. We do have a little bit of softening in the market as far as days on market. Some sellers are just coming out of the gate selling in 1 and 2 days. Some sellers are taking like 60 days. So a lot of it has to do with pricing, preparation, and positioning in the market. If you want to know more about that in particular, if you are thinking about selling your home, you can call me always 678-929-8330 to discuss your individual needs. But however, let's get into these numbers so you guys know what's been going on in the market. So right now in Mableton, 30126 zip code, we have active on the market $49,992,633 in real estate up for sale right now. So a little under $50 million in real estate available for sale in Mableton. We have all year, we've had about 627 houses come onto the market. Or 627 listings, because some houses are actually relisted. So 627 listings currently active right now, 49,992 plus, right under 50 million, and we have 126 homes for sale. You're looking at on average a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-story home. The current list price averaging at $396,767 at 2,817 square feet, with an average days of on market of 61 days. So a little long in tooth from what we've seen in recent years. And for the seasonality, it seems a little bit odd, but it could be attributed because there's more new construction that has been, there's like 12, 13, 14 or so new construction starts or standing selling new communities. So that does put a little bit of pressure on the resale market, which is the bulk of the Mableton market right now. We have 96 homes that are pending. Average again, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-story home. The pending sales, however, contrast that to the active homes for sale with an average list price of $396,767. We're seeing with the pending sales that they're pricing on average at $306,886. So that's something to take note of. 300 square feet smaller at $25,414 compared to $28,017 for the houses on market. And the ones that are pending, guys, at $306,886 on average, they're selling in 35 days. Contrast that to active listings at 61 days. So that means that these sellers seem to have priced their homes correctly if they're only selling in 35 days on average compared to properties that are currently on the market at 126 of them at 61 days. So you kind of got to think about it. We're looking at a $90,000 difference on average. Now, for properties that were withdrawn, and what the withdrawn listing is a property where the seller decided to take it off the market. And there's numerous reasons why they do that. Sometimes they decide to take the house off the market to make repairs. Sometimes they take it off because they just don't want to sell it anymore. Sometimes they take it off to refinance, to pull money out and use it as a bridge loan to buy, what they want. And then they'll end up turning around and either selling the property later or they rent it out. There's people that go through divorces and they might be midstream with agents. There's people who just opt to not sell it at all. Some people decide they want to do for sale by owner. It's a myriad of reasons why people withdraw their houses off the market. But what we all know for sure is that it did not sell. So on average, there is the asking price on a withdrawn listing, one that was pulled from the market by the seller, at $395, just under the average active price of $396,767. There's 44 of them so far this year that have been pulled off the market, retracted by the seller, and they were on the market for 76 days before they pulled them off the market on average. Then for expired listings, and these are homes that failed to sell during the listing period and when they were listed with an individual agent or brokerage firm. There were 46 of those this year. Again, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. The expired listings price on average was $319,886. $867, square footage of 2711, and on the market for 114 days before they decided to let the listing lapse and pull it off the market. So, I mean, these numbers aren't super great as far as days on market. And a lot of it is tied to pricing. And a lot of people, when I go on listing presentations and talk to and consult with sellers or potential sellers, a lot of times they look at or want to go with the agent that gave them the highest price, like the we can try this price, instead of like the realistic, this is what it's going to go for to get you out of here. And then, you know, telling them the truth about what that property is actually worth, and let them decide if right now is the time to sell. If they want to, you know, sell in a stabilizing market, which is what it is. It feels like it's a long term time on the market. 114 days for the expired listings is kind of a long time, especially when you're not positioned properly in the market, priced right, or have the best condition, the best presentation even. So, it's a little worrisome, but it's only, you know, 46 of them, not that many. And when you combine that with the withdrawn listings, that is, let's see, 90 of them, 90 properties that were pulled off the market or were expired out of the 627. Not too worrisome, but it's something to take note of and be aware of. Now for the closed, there were 315 houses that sold. It means those sellers got it right. 315 sellers got it right. $87,709,300 in volume. Let me repeat that. $87,709,300 volume sold out of those 315 homes. Contrast that to the 126 that are on the market at a $50 million value. So the homes that are on the market today are higher than the ones that have closed. So that means we've had an increase in a huge increase, and I'm going to break these numbers down. I think you're going to be surprised. We had a huge increase in the number of listings for sale that have gone way up in price. So we've got a couple of 1.8 millions. I'm looking at one now, 1.8 millions. A couple that are over a million that are skewing upwards. And you're looking at here, so one on my screen, I'm looking at a 6-bedroom, 6-bath for 1.85 million, square footage at 7149, price per square foot at $276.44, on the market for 456 days. That is over a year. And it's been on the market. It's not sold. It's been on the market 456 days, which that would tell you that that house at its pricing and its positioning is not being absorbed by the market. The high end over 750 in the Atlanta metropolitan as a whole has taken a little bit of a haircut, and what your bread and butter properties that under 350 mark here in the Atlanta metro area is still turning. It still takes a little longer, but it's still turning. And I think we're not going into this big slippery slope slide into the bastion of all low sales and foreclosures and distressed sales and you know people losing their jobs and stuff like we saw in 07, 08, 09, and 10. But we're going to have a leveling. That's what my prognostication is that we're going to have a leveling of the market. So it's going to seem like a huge drop when it isn't. It's just a leveling. We're going back to normal, and it's kind of like if you're on a roller coaster and you're up high and coming down low seems so low. You're just coming back to the ground, So, but as far as closed, getting back to that, 87,315 homes closed where the sellers got it right. Average home, however, closed. This is interesting. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, not 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Then we've got the average sales price of $275,000. Square footage, smaller house at 2373, selling, and guess what? 32 days. 32 days. Those sellers, they got it right. So let me recap, just so I threw out a whole lot of numbers at you guys. So let me recap. 627 houses in the listing, or 627 listings in the listing inventory that came up for sale in Mableton. Average list price of active homes, there's 126 of them, at $396. There are 96 pending sales where a buyer and a seller have met in the middle, come and have a meeting of the minds at $306,000. Then we have 44 houses that were pulled off the market at $395, 46 homes that were pulled off the market at $319,867, and 315 sold on average at $275,375 in 32 days. So that's what's going on in the market in Mableton. And if you want to break it down a little bit more for the luxury market in Mableton, or luxury market, it starts at 500 and up. And so far this year, there's been 27 of them. Average is for a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home. Average price of just under $700,000 at $698,649. Our average square footage is going to be 4,437 square feet, with a days $143 per square foot, and an average days on market of 61 days. And these are for homes above 500,000, and that's active. Okay, active. Then we have sold. There were 18 sold. Average home, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Average square footage of 6,000. Let me make sure I have that right. Average square footage of 4,960 square feet, and sold in 31 days, guys. So the people, if you price your house right, listen to what I'm saying as a realtor for the past 2 decades. If you price your house right for the condition, you position it properly in the market. And what do I mean by positioning? Positioning is making sure that all of the bells and whistles that you could possibly have exposed and expressed in your house are properly done. So if you have high ceilings, make sure that is expressed in your marketing. If you have a flat backyard, which is always popular, a fenced backyard, make sure that's expressed in the marketing. Make sure it shows up in the photography. Position it in the pricing so you're competitive. You know, you can still get blood out of a turnip. It's all about the negotiation at that point. But however, to attract people, the number one thing that people buy, whether it's houses, cars, boats, trips, whatever the case might be, the thing that they buy is never the actual thing that they buy. They buy value. They want to make sure it's worth the money that they spend. And they also buy, guess what? Convenience. So if you make it very convenient for them to show it, don't stop the showings just because it might be a little inconveniencing for you. Get the buyers in the house when they are hot. People buy when they're excited, when they're happy, and they're ready to buy and spend their money. Get them in the house and get them in love with the house so they can buy it. Find the deal that works for them and you, and close. 32 of these homeowners got it right. So, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. 315 homeowners got it right and sold in 32 days. So that is my advice for the evening, my free coaching for soon-to-be sellers in the Mableton market. If you have any particular questions about what's going on in your neighborhood and you want a better, more professional opinion of value other than going to Realtor.com or Zillow or Trulia or Redfin or any other computerized program that will just average out everything and then tell you, hey, this is what your value should be. They do look at your tax record, but the tax records can be skewed quite a bit. They may not know you have a finished basement. They may not know you have a pool. They may not know you have a huge patio that you extended, or the extended landscaping, or the upgraded lights, or the new quartz countertops that you put in, or the new paint, the new roof, the new HVAC system, the updated plumbing, the updated electrical. You get my point. The online services don't have all that. So you need some eyeballs to come into your house and give a professional one-on-one consultation as to what it's going to take to get the most out of your house with the proper positioning, proper pricing, and right condition to get exactly what you want to get that property sold so you can go on to the next one, whether if it's in Mableton or anywhere else in Georgia or anywhere around the world. So thanks for watching, and as always, for your support here in the Mableton area. If I can help you buy, sell, or invest, give me a call at 678-929-8330. I'm Jackye Mumphrey, the Real Estate Maven.